with our theme of meals for uni life, I am going to show you how to make a really simple stir fry, just out of things that I've had in my fridge and my freezer. Stir fry takes about 5 to 10 minutes once you've done all your preparation. So it's an easy weeknight meal for you when you've gotten home from uni and you're not quite sure what you're going to eat. So I had some chicken thigh fillets. I've got 6. You won't need 6, but if you want to do batch cooking, in a little while, in another video, I'm going to show you how to use up all those leftovers. So if you want to make a big batch, go ahead and do that. I'm going to use 5 mushrooms. I've got 1 onion, 2 pak choys, but you could use cabbage or not, whatever you've got. I've got 2 garlic cloves. I'm going to do 2 carrots, a handful of coriander. I've got fresh coriander. You could substitute it for dried coriander. I've got about a thumb-sized piece of ginger. I'm going to flavour it with some soy sauce. I'm going to use probably 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and a tablespoon of honey. So we've got a salty, sweet flavours going on. And I had a packet of rice noodles in my drawer, which I'm going to throw in at the end. You could serve it with egg noodles. You could serve it with rice. It's up to you, depends what you've got in your kitchen, okay? So the key thing with a stir fry is to get all of your prep done before you even think about doing cooking, okay? So that would be your veggies. I'm going to do the vegetables first because I want to use the same chopping board for the chicken, so to save some washing up and everything. I'm going to prep the veggies and then I'll do the chicken because I don't want to cross-contaminate, do I? So my pepper, I'm just going to slice that. Things need to be approximately the same size. Okay, I've got about 1 centimetre slices of pepper. I've removed the seeds. I've got a bowl over here where I'm going to put all of my prepared vegetables in so they're out of the way and off my board. We don't want a cluttered work area. Oh, that's being stubborn. And then I've also got a tablespoon of oil. I don't think I mentioned that a second ago. The joy of a stir fry is it's so quick and it's also really healthy for you. You've got lots of veggies. They say eat the rainbow. We've got all the rainbow colours on our plate here. So peel your carrot and top and tail it, and then we're just going to slice that thinly. We want to slice it quite thinly because we want it to cook at the same rate as the other vegetables, and of course carrots take a little bit longer. So I'm cutting it on the diagonal to create a large surface area and then thinly slicing it. Okay, our mushrooms, slice those up, and then our pak choy. The way we deal with our pak choy, I've washed it thoroughly because the dirt kind of gets in between the leaves. Chop off the end, and then the leaves obviously going to cook way more quickly than the stem. You eat the stem, don't throw the stem away. So I'm going to chop off the leaves and just cut them in half once. Okay, so they're still quite large. And then I'm actually, this is a bit like celery, I'm going to slice these in thin slices so these cook down a little more, okay? And then I'll do the same with the other one in a minute. Okay, and now coriander. Just run your blade through it a little bit. Just chop those big leaves up a little bit. You don't have to chop it a lot. It doesn't have to be finely chopped. You want it in recognisable pieces. Put that in with my other leaves, with my pak choy leaves. And remember, our garlic, you take the dry end off, crush it under your blade, and the skin will come off easily for you. I'm going to use a garlic crusher, but if you haven't got a garlic crusher, you can just finely chop it. I said the skin would come off easily, and it's really not. Okay, it's done now. So my 2 cloves of garlic, I'm going to pop those in the crusher. And then ginger, you can do one of 2 things with the ginger. You can finely chop it, so remove the dry skin. If you want it finer than chopped ginger, you can grate it as well, okay? So just slice it through and then use the low-rise cut that we used for the coriander as well, and just run your blade through the ginger. Now it's up to you, you can have larger chunks so you get a more distinctive ginger flavour, or if you just want it as a background note, chop it more finely, okay? So these are really typical Asian flavours. You could mix up the flavours with whatever you've got. You could put some sweet chilli sauce in it if you have some. You could put chilies by themselves in it. You could put some coriander powder. You could put some cumin. It's really up to you. Put chili flakes. Now, our onion, we're just going to top and tail it. And then take the skin off and we're just going to slice it. We don't want diced up onion in our stir fry. You want recognisable pieces of onion in your stir fry. So to slice it, just cut it in half so you're working with a flat surface, and quite thinly slice it because again it's going to take a little while to cook, isn't it? Slice that up and that's ready to go as well. Okay, I'm just going to finish preparing the rest of these vegetables before we get on to the chicken and the cooking. I'll be back in just a moment.